All right, doctors. Hope I didn't scare anybody. Welcome to today's live stream. My name is Mark Slater. I've been a personal injury doctor, chiropractor in the personal injury space since I graduated from Life College as a chiropractor 100 years ago in 1998. And so a little bit about me. I graduated, in 1998 from Life College. And after I graduated, there were two consultants in the PI space at the time, Peter Fernandez and David Singer. Perhaps if you're a seasoned chiropractor like myself, you've heard of two of those guys. Well, I hired Peter Fernandez and I joined his Practice Starters program. And I moved to Birmingham, Alabama, where I wanted to open my first practice on my own and have a PI practice, where they told me it's a good old boy network. Ain't nobody gonna work with you. They ain't gonna send you no patients. But I didn't listen to that. And I went to Birmingham, Alabama, and I opened up my first chiropractic office. But before it was open, Dr. Fernandez had me going around taking surveys to residences and businesses. And so I took a survey, just asking questions, and I mailed everyone a thank you note. And I did that to 1,000 people. Dr. Fernandez wanted us to do it to 3,000, but I did 1,000. So I sent everyone a grand opening notice, and on day one in my office, I had a waiting room full of patients on day one. I was in the Black Month one, and they ended up selling that practice for a big multiple in only 2 years. It's now Oxmoor Chiropractic. Taylor Flanagan is the doctor. He's still there. And I bought a PI practice in 2003 here in Atlanta, where I live. And that PI practice was integrated. So my job, I decided, was I'm going to market this practice for the MD. That was in the PI practice. So I took attorneys to lunch. I was going out to dinners, meeting the MRI reps, talking to other physicians that can send me business. And I did that for 17 years. And then I got into the med spa business. I had 4 locations doing laser hair removal and tattoo removal. And after 17 years, I resigned. Or I just sold everything and just kind of sold everything. But then I got recruited and hired by one of the largest spine surgeons in the South to be his VP of sales and marketing. And he had goals for me. He said, Mark, I want you to get me 200 new PI patients a month. I'm a spine surgeon. Only 7% of these patients are surgical candidates, and I need a large sample size of people so that I can do surgery. And he had never done 200 new PI patients in a month before. So I worked there for 11 months, and in 2 of those months, we eclipsed 200 new PI patients twice in 11 months. And he had never done more than 24 spine surgeries in a month. And in my tenure, we did 30 spine surgeries twice in that 11 months. And after 11 months, I resigned. I resigned because I said, well, I hate being an employee. I want to work for myself. So I resigned that's one of the reasons. But the other reason is I said, hey, I have something here. I have a process that can help build a chiropractic office, a fellowship trained spine surgeon's office. So I resigned and I said, I'm going to create a course and a method that I can teach doctors, whether you're a chiropractor, orthopedic surgeon, neurologist, physical therapist, any provider in the PI space. I have a process and a program that can help you get PI patients. So if you're in the live stream in Facebook, give me a like, say hello, let me know you're here. Thanks so much for attending. And if you're here, hang on for about 5 or 10 more minutes, and we're going to get to the benefits of doctors that have a personal injury marketing liaison exclusively for their practice, not a shared marketing liaison. Not the best way to go about it. Somebody that's promoting you and you only, and how that can really turn the corner for you in your PI marketing and start getting you more referrals from attorneys in your city. So before we get there, let's talk about the 3 main fundamentals, or the 3 pillars of good of good personal injury marketing. The first one, I got ahead of myself, is you need a social media plan, okay? Have a plan to reach out to 500 to 1,000 attorneys on your existing social media every single month. If you ever looked at LinkedIn or websites like Ava or Super Lawyers and typed in personal injury lawyer in your city, there's thousands of PI attorneys. And if you're wondering why you're not getting PI referrals, nobody knows you. Or maybe some know you, but then the law of 80-20 kicks in. The law of 80-20 says 80% of your referrals are going to come from 20% of your relationships. So if you only have 5 to 10 relationships, you're probably only seeing referrals from 1 or 2 attorneys every month. So my program helps you get 100, 150, 200 attorney relationships, so that if 20% of them send you 1 or 2, maybe even 3 clients a month, you've got a booming PI practice, and it's all about relationships. So having a social media plan, because all your attorneys are on the other end of this device, where you can reach out to them, get in conversations with them, and ask them to go to lunch, ask them to hop on a Zoom call with you. You can do multiple Zoom calls in a day. I barely have time to eat lunch once. The old way was taking them to lunch. So that's the first pillar, is having a social media plan to get your name in front of 500 to 1,000 attorneys every single month. And because you're doing it on social media, you build up this audience of attorneys. So now while you post content on your social media pages, now these attorneys are saying, oh yeah, Mark Slater, he's that chiropractor. He's got an MD in his office. He's in that area of town. You know, he has a TBI protocol, ligament instability training. He has his own, spinal decompression machine. Yeah, we got to use that guy for our clients to deliver work in that area. So that's the first pillar. It helps you reach out to 500 to 1,000 attorneys, new attorneys, every single month. The second pillar, and we're going to talk about this later, is having a highly trained, dedicated personal injury marketing liaison specifically for your practice. So that while you're busy taking care of patients in your office, you have a dedicated person in the market, walking into law firms, urgent cares, other doctors' offices, setting up Zoom calls and lunches for you. So all you got to do is show up to lunches and Zoom calls, promote your business, tell these attorneys why you're the right choice for them, for their clients that are injured in MVAs in your area. And so while you're taking care of patients and being a doctor, you have somebody growing your business every single day. This person, this marketing liaison, is not somebody that's in your office. If they're in your office, they're doing it wrong. They need to be in the market, setting up Zoom calls, lunches, meetings, coffees, breakfast, whatever, getting you in front of the people that can fill your practice with PI patients. Okay, so that's the second pillar, having a dedicated personal injury marketing liaison. Okay, next, the third pillar is your communications. Knowing what these attorneys, what compels them to send you cases? What makes them not want to send you cases? What are the red flags with these attorneys? So if you know what their red flags are, if you know what their pain points are, and you know that if you know these pain points and you can address them in your Zoom calls, lunches, and dinners, it's going to make you an attractive option for their injured clients to deliver work within a reasonable distance of your area. These attorneys spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, some of them, every month. They got to send these clients somewhere, why not you? But you got to be able to talk to them in their language. Their language is, how much money can this doctor make me? This is the quiet part. How much money can this doctor make me if I send him a client? Does this guy know how to get policy limits? Does he have value drivers in his office? Does he know what he's doing to get a high policy limit offer? Or is he just a sprain strain doc that I can't use? So knowing your value drivers, knowing your unique sales proposition, knowing your point of differentiation in the market that's going to make you stand out, those communications are going to help you grow your personal injury business. So those are the 3 core pillars. So if you've been with me, we're now going to talk about the vital importance of having a dedicated personal injury marketing liaison specifically for your chiropractic or medical office if you want to scale and grow your PI practice. Because it's hard to market and treat patients simultaneously. So if you have a marketing liaison walking into law firms, urgent cares, talking to general practitioners, primary care doctors, those doctors, not only do they not want PI patients, they don't want your neck and back, they don't want any neck and back patients either. So you can get all of their patients that you can treat, and there's a specific way of doing that. So having a marketing liaison can help you do a few things in the market, okay? One of those things is amplify your reach. Again, if you're in your office all day, how are attorneys finding out about you? So a marketing liaison can expand your brand's visibility by dropping off folders, what services and modalities that you offer, and get in conversations with paralegals, case managers, and attorneys in these law firms and start setting up meetings for you while you're busy taking care of patients. Okay, so it can also streamline your marketing strategy. It'll save you valuable time and resources because you have somebody out there. And in my program, we want these liaisons creating 10 contacts a day. 10 a day, that's 50 a week. 200 attorneys your marketer is going to go find for you and follow up with your existing relationships and get more clues and meet more people, taking names of the front desk person, the case managers, the paralegals, and the attorneys, and taking little notes about each of them. So when they walk in the second, the third, the fourth time, they're on a first name basis. They know specific things about the people in the office, and that helps build rapport and builds trust for you because you have a marketing liaison that's out there promoting you every single day. Okay? And so that is just another benefit. Okay? This liaison, well, I talk to a lot of attorneys, right? And these attorneys tell me that, you know what, Mark, we love practices with a marketing liaison because it makes it easier for us to do business with them. In other words, if I need anything from the chiropractor or anything from the doctor, I'm just going to reach out to the marketing liaison because I know the marketing liaison will take my call. I know the marketing liaison will take all the notes that I give them and get the actions that I need handled, whether I need notes from the doctor or information about one of my clients. Also, I can tell the marketing liaison, hey, I need you to schedule Joan Smith, Jane Smith, and Michael Smith. They're in a car accident together. Here's their email address. Here's their phone numbers. Get them scheduled and let me know when it's completed. Let me know when they're coming in. So again, this marketing liaison can streamline other processes for you and help grow your personal injury business. Obviously, your marketer is going to be able to network for you and create opportunities. They can go to industry events, network with the attorneys and other doctors, and build trust in the market for you by sharing your unique sales proposition, your point of differentiation in the market to help you grow your practice. Okay? And again, they're the point of contact in your office. So all these attorney firms and doctors that you have a relationship, they're the midpoint between your office and all these practices, all these relationships that you have. So having this dedicated marketing liaison, when I worked for that spine surgeon, we had 5 of them. We divided Atlanta. I live in Atlanta. We divided it from a bird's eye view. We divided it into like 5, pie pieces. So from a bird's eye view, it was divided into 5 sections, and each liaison had their own section of Atlanta that they would market in. So you can figure out your own process, but there's nothing more important for a personal injury practice if you want to grow it. Like if you're just stuck to between 10 and 20 PI patients a month and you're doing this all yourself, to get to the 40, to the 50, to the 70, a personal injury marketing liaison is the method to get you there. So let me share something here with you. Just a second here. To share my screen. So I want to talk to you about somebody who is a marketing liaison in my program, and I interviewed her. Here we go. Her name is Reagan. She works for a doctor in my program in Lafayette, Louisiana. Not Dallas, not Miami, not Charlotte, not New York, not LA, not San Francisco, Lafayette, Louisiana. Reagan started in that practice. They were getting less than 10 PI patients a month. They were getting around, 5 to 10 a month. And then Reagan got trained as a marketing liaison for the doctor in Lafayette, Louisiana. And she went out into the market and started building relationships for the doctor. So she took the practice in 6 months, less than 6 months actually, from less than 10 a month. They now routinely get 50 to 70 new PI patients every single month from the marketing liaison. And you don't have to hear it from me. There's Reagan's contact information. If you want to talk to a successful marketing liaison, there's Reagan's email address. There's her business phone number. You can reach out to Reagan. she'd be more than happy to share her secret sauce with you and talk about how she's added all this benefits to the doctor that she works for by being a dedicated personal injury marketing liaison. So if you really want to scale your personal injury practice, the best method to do that is not only just having a social media plan, but also having the ability to have a dedicated person walking into law firms, MRI facilities, urgent cares, doctor's offices, representing you, your brand, and your practice, and becoming a trusted doctor in your area of town, where these attorneys can send their injured clients who live or work within a reasonable distance of your location. So that's the benefit of having a marketing liaison. Doctors, it's just a numbers game, right? It's a numbers game. Again, I'm going to talk about the Pareto principle. If you only have 10 relationships with attorneys in the market, 80% of your business is probably coming from 20% of those relationships. And you wonder why your PI practice isn't growing. Because you got to get from 10 good relationships to 20 the next month, to 30 the next month, to 40 the next month, to 50 the next month. I think you get what I'm saying. But if you have 50 relationships and you add the Pareto principle to that, you're going to be getting 1 or 2 referrals from 10 of those 50 attorneys that you have a relationship with. And this is how you grow the practice, because you're just consistent doing the social media work, having your marketing liaison in the market, touching more people, getting your name, your brand, your logo, your URL, your point of differentiation out into the market, and then constantly improving your communications with attorneys, knowing what makes them want to send you cases, knowing what makes them not want to send you cases. And the more you can learn and the more conversations you and your marketing liaison can get into, it's going to make you a stronger marketer. Okay, so those are the benefits of having a dedicated personal injury marketing liaison specifically for your practice. If you like this video, like it underneath this video. Just give me some likes, even give me a comment. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. We create a long form video based on personal injury marketing every single week. So I appreciate you showing up today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Let me just check something really quickly. Yeah. Have a great rest of your day. And we'll see you next Thursday right here in the PI Marketing Facebook group to build your personal injury practice. Again, I'm Mark Slater with Prime Spine Consulting. Have an awesome day.